Okay guys, welcome back. Well, that was a bit disappointing result, wasn't it,
Sure
Al?
was. Yeah, sure was. I mean, a good game, I thought.
Well, it was close, a real close, combative game.
I thought credit to the Highlanders. I thought they were superb.
Yeah, they deserved to win. I think if the Lions had sneaked it, you'd say, okay, maybe. But
yeah.
I think Highlanders winning, no problem.
No, exactly.
Yeah, done New Zealand proud again. I mean, I think the provincial team, Provincial Barbarians, the Blues and the Highlanders have really put out really strong performances.
Yeah, no, I agree. And something that I was especially criticising of them before the tour started was I thought their defence would...
Well, we didn't know, did we?
Wouldn't front up enough.
Yeah, it did.
Highlanders' defence today I thought was outstanding. The line speed was incredible.
Yeah.
They put the Lions under a lot of pressure, and it meant that the Lions then had to force the game.
Definitely.
Handling errors were... There were so many.
That's a really good point, Al, actually, because the Lions didn't get into their attacking shape at all. I think I saw some decent attacking shape against the Crusaders, but it was very, very stop-start stuff, and I think definitely credit to the Highlanders' defence for sure. Lots of turnovers, lots of mistakes from both sides, but lots of penalties from the Lions as well.
Yeah.
Just not good enough, really, basically.
I think it shows that changing the combinations too often does have a bit of an effect, because you look at the combinations on Saturday, everything clicked, everything flowed, it worked really well, they would look good in attack and defence. Today it was very hit and miss.
Well, I just think my point from before, the question was, is this Lions tour the best in the rest? You know, 20 odd top quality players and the rest, and I really think it is. I mean, I just don't think, like the players that played this game against the Blues, I just don't think they're quite good enough. Essentially, they're giving their all and they're trying hard. I just don't think they're that good. No,
I don't, and they're not in form either. I think form's a big thing when you go on tours like this. There's lots of people vying for positions. If you aren't in form and you're not playing well, it can't be good for your confidence.
Absolutely. I mean, I'll give the Lions one little guess out here, actually, Alex. Pretty convinced they're holding back a lot of their attacking plays. Line outs, off scrums, back plays. We're not seeing anything, pretty much. Let me know if you've seen a move, but I haven't really seen one. So I think they're holding back, which I guess limits them attack a bit.
Just doesn't. You just need those guys who are going to add a little bit of creative flair to it. If you are going to hold back your set moves, your set plays,
you need some special players.
Somebody's got to create something out of nothing.
And that's what the New Zealanders do better than us, essentially.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, well, you know, it was interesting. Some players kind of play themselves into contention and then out of contention in the same game. It was so hard. I was kind of going, oh yeah, they've stepped in. Or Joseph has scored that great try, then he got bumped off a few times. Oh, Daly's looking pretty lively coming in at first receiver. Then as flat kick got charged down, didn't quite get the long kick. It's very much, I don't quite know who's really stepped in there. Okay, we'll go through it. We'll pop up the team. So form test team. Have there been any changes? Yes, kind of. I've dropped Stander out for now. Just don't think his USP is big carries, and he wasn't making those dents in this game.
No, I think he's, like we said in the last video, he's one for me to come off the bench and provide that real impact.
Okay. I mean, I've stayed with Tipperick on the bench, but again, I don't know. There's a few tight calls on that bench now, so I really think the starting team may be, bench not so sure. I put Warburton in at 6. I thought he had a better game. Plus he is the captain, and I think if he's anywhere near form, I think maybe we get him in. O'Brien stays in. I don't know who goes 6, 7. You comment on that way round. Falatau 8, obviously. Murray Farrell stay. Back 3 stay the same. Again, there wasn't that pressure. The back 3 did not create any pressure to get in that test team, I thought.
I mean,
anybody stand out?
Jack Noel had a good game, I thought. Much
better game.
I think because the first game was so bad.
I still think he had plenty of mistakes and didn't look great at times up against his opposite number.
No.
You know, the New Zealand back threes around look better.
Well, I think they just played a very good game, the Highlanders. They used that tactical wide kick in with their 2 tall wingers who put our 2 smaller wingers under massive pressure.
Yeah, we got no players like Naholo, that's for sure.
No, exactly.
In that team. I'll put Henshaw in at 13. Davis was the question mark. He may come back in. He just hasn't played enough yet. Henshaw had a better showing. Teo Henshaw, very solid midfield.
Yeah, exactly.
Watson's tasing at 15 for now. Hogg's gone home. Unfortunate. No one stepped up at 15 today. Jared Payne certainly didn't. Daly. I've sneaked Daly in on the bench. I know that's a question mark, guys. Who's the cover, back three cover on the bench and the centre cover? I just don't know. Daly's versatile. I liked how he came in at first receiver, but maybe that's my subconscious English bias.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, I'd like to see Anthony Watson kind of recapture that form when he was playing for the junior England age groups. I mean, you watch some of his videos from back a few years ago.
He's played lots of fullback. He plays fullback for Bath. It's just international.
He creates something out of nothing, which I think for England, the last couple of years being stuck out on the wing, he hasn't had that space to just create something from nothing, and maybe the extra space he gets at fullback.
And the Lions need it. The Lions need players to create something from nothing.
Yeah, and you think, well, you make a couple of mistakes, but if you can create 2 or 3 tries out of nothing, go for it.
Front row bench hasn't changed. Sinclair was interesting, did some amazing stuff, and I thought he was losing it actually psychologically. I think maybe some of the mistakes he was making were getting to him. He was losing it a bit. I think that's why he was taken off, not for tactical reasons. Comment below if you think it was purely tactical, but to me, you know, in his past he's been hot-headed, and it looked like that was coming to the fore.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think Dan Cole had a massive impact when he came on. For me, he's not showing as much promise as he did when he first came on the scene. He was the next big thing, I think, and a lot of people are overtaking him now. Carl Sinclair, for me, is ahead of him.
He's a worry actually in that Highlanders game there, that the scrum struggled certainly towards the end, and potentially we had some of our best scrummaging front rowers on. Maybe it's referee's interpretation, I don't know, but it definitely looked like the Highlanders had the physical upper edge there.
Yeah, and Joe Marler was looking under pressure as well, and that's his thing, scrummaging, and he looked under pressure.
I think, I mean, certainly Mako and Furlong completely stay into the starting team.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Who's on the bench, I don't know. Tojay Tipuric staying there, Sexton, Webb, although bigger, certainly had a decent game, I thought, before he went off. So you could argue bigger on the bench for now on form. I don't know.
Especially if you've got Reece Webb at 9 as well on the bench, that Welsh combination might work quite well.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we haven't gained a whole lot from this match in a way. I think it shows the Super Rugby teams are fantastic, and our rest of the players who aren't in the test team aren't that great. They're okay, they're not that great. It's a big dent in the momentum of the tour, certainly, to get another loss. Yeah,
I agree. Especially going into the Maori at the weekend.
Well, but again, I see it as 2 different teams almost now.
It is, They
say the Lions lost, but that was the Lions B-string team, really. So the test team needs to step up against the Maori and really put a marker down. I think they can, I think they will actually. But it's just not great for the momentum of the tour.
No.
Anyway, Law's going home maybe. I don't know if he's got a bad concussion. We'll see. It
didn't look great.
We'll see how long he's out for. I think a no-brainer if Launchbury comes in for him, potentially. So comment what you think. Am I being harsh? I think there's a lot of average players out there today, and I think we'll see a completely different side against the Maori. Tell me if you think players went particularly well, who should be in that team, and players who should drop out. It's just really tight at the moment, really hard.
I think it's a very boring squad that he selected, but the players that he has selected, they're not short of ability. I think it is all down to how much form they're in for me.
I differ slightly. I just think players like Haskell, Henderson are giving plenty. I just don't think they're that special. Payne, etc. So plenty of contention there between us, between everyone. Let us know what you think, and until after the Maori game, we'll see you later.